Hello everyone! Wild boar hunting competitions have become a popular activity across the United States, serving both as a form of entertainment and an important method for controlling the invasive wild boar population, which has reached up to 9 million. Wild boar hunting competitions have become a popular activity across the United States, serving both as a form of entertainment and an important method for controlling the invasive wild boar population, which has reached up to 9 million. The most recent event, held in March 2020, attracted hundreds of eager contestants looking to showcase their skills. Notably, the hunting teams led by David Thompson and John Smith emerged as the most successful, renowned for their efficiency and numerous awards. How did they achieve the title of Boar King? Let's explore their methods right here. Don't forget to leave a comment with the number 1 to show your excitement. John Smith's hunting team has spent the past 5 years focusing on wild boar hunting, using dogs as a crucial part of their strategy. Over the decade, they have refined their techniques and shared their journey, emphasizing the importance of preparation, effective teamwork, and safety. The preparation phase is critical for a successful hunt. John's team uses a combination of dog breeds, including Catahoula leopards and terriers for tracking, and pit bulls for holding the boars. These dogs are meticulously trained to track the scent of wild boars, alert the hunters, and hold the boars without attacking them. Have you ever wondered how much effort and dedication it takes to prepare these dogs for such a specialized task? When the preparation phase is complete, the hunt begins with reconnaissance and setup. John scouts the hunting area for signs of wild boar activity, such as tracks, dig marks, and droppings. Upon finding these signs, he releases a sniffer dog equipped with a GPS collar to track its movements. The hunting dogs follow the scent trails, often covering several miles. They are trained to bark continuously when they detect wild boars, signaling their location to John. The holding dogs then catch the boars by the ears or neck, immobilizing them. Have you ever experienced the thrill of tracking a wild animal, relying on the keen senses of well-trained dogs? Hunting with dogs brings both benefits and challenges. The effectiveness of using dogs significantly increases the ability to detect and capture wild boars, especially in dense areas. The hunt becomes a collaborative effort between the hunter and the dogs, enhancing the overall experience. However, safety is a top concern. Protecting the dogs from injury is paramount because wild boars can be dangerous, and even well-trained dogs can get hurt. Hunters must comply with state regulations regarding the use of dogs for hunting. How do you think these regulations impact the hunting experience and the safety of both the hunters and their dogs? Do you agree with this method? If so, please leave a comment with the number 1. David Thompson's hunting team often relies on rifles for their hunts. Among their arsenal, the Winchester 38 sniper rifle, equipped with a 3NX Forum scope, stands out for its accuracy and range. In addition to rifles, the team also uses camouflage clothing, binoculars, rangefinders, hunting knives, and backpacks containing essential items such as water, first aid kits, and snacks. This combination of equipment ensures they are well prepared for the challenges of wild boar hunting. The hunt usually begins with careful reconnaissance and setup. David starts his hunt early in the morning by scouting areas where wild boars are active. He looks for signs such as tracks, dig marks, and fresh droppings near water sources and feeding areas. Positioning himself on a hill overlooking a familiar feeding area, he ensures he has a clear view. When it's time to take the shot, David carefully positions himself and steadies his rifle. He takes a few deep breaths to calm himself and ensure accurate aiming, focusing on the largest wild boar in the herd. He targets the heart and lung areas to ensure a quick and humane kill. With a well-placed shot, the wild boar falls immediately. However, hunting with a rifle also presents many challenges. A significant challenge is the skill required to shoot accurately at long distances. Hunters must invest time in practice and become proficient in the use of rifles, as well as knowledgeable about ballistics. This includes understanding how factors such as wind, distance, and elevation affect the trajectory of the bullet. Have you dedicated time to honing your shooting skills, or do you plan to do so before your next hunt? After completing their hunting journey, the hunters gather at the prize-giving location. Here, the excitement is palpable as groups of hunters take turns checking the number, size, and weight of the wild boars they have captured. The competition is fierce, with teams vying for the top spot based on various criteria. One category focuses on the overall size of the wild boar, taking into account both weight and measurements such as length and girth to determine the winning team. This adds a layer of strategy to the hunt, as hunters must balance between capturing larger boars and increasing their overall count. Particularly, the prizes in these competitions are very attractive. Cash prizes are often awarded to winners in the main categories, providing significant motivation for participants. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. Indonesia is home to some of the world's most fascinating wildlife, and among them is the majestic Komodo dragon. With their enormous size and superior hunting abilities, these creatures have captured the interest of scientists and adventurers alike. However, beyond their allure, Komodo dragons pose significant challenges, especially to local communities. This essay delves into the characteristics of this magnificent reptile, the economic damage they cause, and the management measures implemented to control them. Don't forget to leave a comment with the number 1 to show your excitement. The Komodo dragon, scientifically known as Varanus komodoensis, is an endemic species of Indonesia, primarily found on the islands of Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gili Motang. With an estimated population of around 6,000 individuals, these dragons are the largest living lizards, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet, 3 meters, and weighing over 150 pounds, 70 kilos. They possess sharp claws and serrated teeth capable of inflicting severe wounds. These physical attributes, combined with their venomous bite, make them highly effective predators. The presence of Komodo dragons on the Indonesian islands has a significant economic impact, estimated at around 20 million USD. This figure encompasses various forms of damage, from livestock predation to costs associated with human-wildlife conflicts. Livestock losses are particularly burdensome for local farmers, as Komodo dragons often prey on goats, cattle, and chickens, leading to substantial financial losses. Given these challenges, what strategies have hunters employed to manage this aggressive invasive species? In some situations, more direct measures are necessary to ensure immediate safety. The use of guns, although controversial, is one such measure. A specific type of gun used for this purpose includes tranquilizer guns for capturing and relocating the dragons, and firearms for lethal control in extreme cases. One of the primary advantages of using guns is the ability to neutralize threats immediately. Komodo dragons, with their powerful bites and venomous saliva, can pose severe dangers to humans and livestock. In situations where a dragon is attacking or threatening people, a quick and effective response is crucial. Guns provide that rapid response capability, ensuring that the threat is addressed before it can cause further harm. In addition to immediately neutralizing threats and protecting livestock, the controlled use of guns can aid in population management. In some areas, Komodo dragon populations can become particularly dense, increasing the frequency of human-wildlife conflicts. In such cases, managing the population through the regulated use of guns can help reduce these dangerous encounters. This method ensures that the population remains at a sustainable level, minimizing risks for both humans and dragons. However, it is important to acknowledge that while guns provide a viable solution in critical situations, they also come with significant limitations and ethical concerns. Given these advantages, what other strategies do you think could be integrated alongside the use of guns to create a more comprehensive approach to managing Komodo dragons? Your opinions and suggestions are crucial in shaping effective and ethical wildlife management practices. Let's discuss how we can achieve a balance that ensures human safety and the conservation of these magnificent creatures. Today, we will explore the secrets behind the invasion of house sparrows. Let's find out how these creatures leave their mark and impact the environment. First, the house sparrow, Passer domesticus, was introduced to North America in the mid-19th century, initially released in Brooklyn, New York, in 1851. Originally introduced to control insect pests, their population quickly increased and spread across the continent. Factors such as abundant food sources, nesting sites in human structures, and the lack of natural predators in urban environments have created favorable conditions for their growth and invasion. Before discussing management measures for house sparrows, let's explore their impact on urban and rural communities. In urban areas, their large populations can cause noise pollution, create unsanitary conditions due to droppings, and pose potential health issues. However, their impact is even more pronounced in rural areas. House sparrows pose a serious threat to agriculture by damaging crops such as grains and fruits, consuming livestock feed, and nesting in farm infrastructure, leading to increased maintenance and repair costs. These damages directly affect the local economy, leading to economic instability for farmers and higher food prices. Do you find these house sparrows as troublesome as I do? So, what have people done to solve this problem? The first and perhaps quickest method is hunting house sparrows. This method provides immediate results and can be very effective in targeted areas. However, it also has its own challenges, such as safety concerns for humans and non-target animals, noise, and the need for specific regulations and precautions. Despite these limitations, hunting remains a favored option for its swift action against the sparrow population. House sparrows, despite being a pest, have very nutritious meat that is rich in flavor, firm, and tender. Additionally, sparrows are known for their medicinal properties, particularly beneficial for men. Sparrow meat is also used as a remedy for conditions such as physical weakness, chronic bronchitis in the elderly, and whooping cough in children. Have you ever had the chance to taste the flavor of sparrow meat? Besides the two methods mentioned above, do you know of any other effective ways to manage house sparrows? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Your input plays a crucial role in our collective effort to protect human health and preserve the ecosystem for future generations. Every idea counts, and together we can find the best solutions to tackle this issue. Florida is known for its diverse wildlife and lush landscapes, but it has also become infamous for the explosion of its iguana population. With an estimated population of around 12,000 iguanas originating from Central and South America, these reptiles were initially brought to Florida as exotic pets. However, over time, many of these pets either escaped or were released into the wild, where they found the state's warm climate and abundant vegetation to be an ideal habitat. The iguana population has exploded over the past few decades, particularly in urban and suburban areas. But their increasing numbers have brought significant challenges. Have you ever encountered iguanas in your neighborhood? How do you feel about their presence in urban areas? Iguanas are herbivores, primarily feeding on a variety of plants. This may sound harmless, but their feeding habits can lead to significant damage to local vegetation. Native plant species, some already struggling due to urbanization, face additional pressure from iguana foraging. Iguanas also compete with native wildlife for food and habitat, leading to further displacement of local species. Moreover, iguanas are known for burrowing, which can undermine the integrity of sidewalks, seawalls, and foundations. This not only leads to high repair costs, but also disrupts local ecosystems, affecting everything from soil stability to water sources. Given the scale of the problem, various methods have been employed to control the iguana population. One of the more humane and commonly used methods to capture iguanas is with a fishing rod. This technique involves using a fishing rod with a noose at the end to catch the reptiles, allowing for safe capture and relocation. This method has gained popularity among residents and wildlife control professionals due to its simplicity and effectiveness. The fishing rod technique allows individuals to catch iguanas without causing them harm, making it an ethical choice for those concerned about animal welfare. The primary advantage of using a fishing rod is its non-lethal nature. Iguanas caught using this method can be relocated to more suitable environments, reducing the population in urban areas without killing them. Additionally, this technique is cost-effective and accessible, requiring minimal equipment and training. It is a method that both professionals and concerned residents can use, making it a versatile tool in the fight against iguanas. Have you ever tried using a fishing rod to catch iguanas? If so, please leave a comment with the number 1. In addition, using guns to control the iguana population is also an extremely effective method. Various types of guns are used to hunt iguanas, ranging from air guns to small firearms. Air guns are often favored for their quiet operation and accuracy, commonly used in residential areas where noise reduction is important. Rifles of 177 or 22 caliber are popular because they are relatively quiet, making them suitable for use in suburban areas without alarming residents. Additionally, .222 rifles and other similar firearms offer greater accuracy and power, making them effective for capturing larger iguanas and for use in more open areas. These guns ensure a humane and swift euthanasia of iguanas. How do you feel about using guns to control the iguana population? Do you believe the potential ecological benefits outweigh the ethical concerns? The primary advantage of using guns is their effectiveness. Guns can quickly reduce the iguana population, especially in areas where iguanas pose an immediate threat to infrastructure or public safety. The precision and power of guns allow for swift resolution, preventing further ecological damage and reducing health risks associated with iguanas. Additionally, guns provide a practical solution in situations where other methods, such as traps or fishing rods, may be impractical or ineffective. For example, in heavily infested areas, capturing each iguana individually with a fishing rod would be time-consuming and labor-intensive. Guns offer a more direct and expedient approach. Iguanas, despite being considered pests with their rough and spiky appearance, hide nutritious meat beneath their tough exterior. Their meat is very aromatic, with a unique blend of sweet and savory flavors. It has various health benefits, including medicinal properties, enhancing overall health and vitality, and even contributing to beauty treatments. Not only is the meat beneficial, but iguana skin is also very durable and attractive, comparable to crocodile skin. Therefore, it is used in designing high-end iguana leather products, such as wallets and bags for both women and men. Besides the methods mentioned above, do you know of any other effective ways to manage iguanas? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Your input plays a crucial role in our collective effort to protect human health and preserve the ecosystem for future generations. If you like this video, leave a comment with the number 1 and share it with others. The absence of natural predators, such as gray wolves, coupled with abundant food sources, has led to a rapid proliferation of wild boars. Their high adaptability and fast reproductive rate have turned them into aggressive invaders, causing $22 million in damages to the agriculture industry in Italy annually. If you want to know how Italian farmers tackle this invasive species, please leave the number 1 below in the comments section. The increasing presence of wild boars is not only confined to rural areas, but also extends to urban areas. They intelligently utilize waste and food from humans, creating a potential hazard to the safety and health of the community. Wild boars pose a threat to traffic in Italy. When they cross roads in long lines, they cause traffic jams. In cases like this, when motorcyclists are traveling on the highway, wild boars running across the road have caused accidents, resulting in injuries and vehicle damage. They often cause damage to crops by consuming grass seeds and other cultivated plants, resulting in significant losses for agriculture. Moreover, wild boars also inflict harm on livestock herds, especially piglets. In December 2022, the government of Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni issued an order to cull wild boars in Rome. However, this decision faced strong opposition from animal rights activists. Hunters were permitted to use bows to kill wild boars and harvest their meat. Moreover, hunting wild boars was permitted even in areas where hunting is typically prohibited, such as urban areas and conservation areas. In July 2023, Mayor Nicola Fiorita of Catanzaro also authorized the culling of 30 roaming wild boars in a park within the city. In an effort to protect farms and prevent damage caused by wild boars, farmers are often willing to collaborate with hunters. They provide information about the activities and locations of wild boars, helping hunting groups effectively identify their targets. With their hunting skills and understanding of wild boar behavior, hunters play a crucial role in controlling and reducing the population of this species. The use of bows is one of the common methods that hunters employ to eliminate wild boars. Bows allow them to access remote forested areas without creating loud noises, giving them the opportunity to approach and accurately shoot wild boars without causing disturbance. Do you enjoy hunting with bows like this? Do you know where these wild boars come from? Wild boars, originally from Southeast Asia, arrived in Europe about 5 million years ago and became a favorite food source for many civilizations. Living in herds, they have strong bonds with sows and piglets. In the early 20th century, wild boars were nearly extinct due to deforestation and the expansion of agriculture. However, after World War II, Italy's economy developed. Forests began to recover, providing conditions for wild boars to thrive once again. Hunting wild boars is a crucial strategy used to control their population in Italy. Hunting activities take place throughout the year, but adhere to government regulations. There are two main types of hunting carried out in Italy. The first type is seasonal hunting, typically occurring from September to December, when wild boars are most active. This allows hunters to use various methods, such as hunting tools and traps, to manage the wild boar population. The second type is government-planned hunting activities, which occur in areas where wild boars cause the most damage. Have you ever tried hunting from a boat? This is truly a unique opening method. Creates an exceptional hunting experience, causing the wild boar's natural wariness to drop in a serene atmosphere. They do not sense potential danger, and each wild boar seems unable to resist as they fall to the ground, oblivious to the punishment these wild pigs must have faced.
Oh, fucking Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Although hunters in Italy can kill about 295,000 wild boars annually, but the reality is that wild boars reproduce at a faster rate. Zoologist Andrea Monaco, who has studied wild boars for more than 20 years at the Italian Institute for Environmental Protection and Research, ISPRA, in Rome, said that each year, wild boar populations can increase by 150%. A helicopter wild boar hunting adventure is not only an exciting experience but also a fascinating challenge. Hunters will experience dramatic moments when searching for wild boars from above, then using hunting tools to take them down, in compliance with the law. To ensure effectiveness when taking down wild boars, hunters often choose when they are moving or feeding in open areas will help them more easily reach their targets. Every year, hundreds of thousands to several million wild boars are hunted, creating a significant challenge for hunters. When a target is detected, the hunter will immediately notify the pilot, and both will fly together to the animal's location. From there, hunters will target and use hunting tools to take down targets, especially wild boars. The method is usually performed by taking down from the back of the head or neck, ensuring the process is quick and effective. The average visual range of a helicopter when hunting is 750 feet, which is enough for the hunter to be able to hit the target. However, advanced hunting devices can operate at ranges of 1,000 feet, expanding the possibilities of hunting in a variety of locations. So how do you like to participate in the hunt? If you want to experience the hunt, leave number 2. If you like the thrill of hunting on a plane, don't hesitate to leave number 3 in the comments section below. However, their dominance is not always unchallenged, especially when they encounter fierce hunting dogs. In this confrontation, hunting dogs often demonstrate their determination and hunting skills. They can chase and capture wild boars, forcing them to flee for their lives. So, in your opinion, who will win in the showdown between hunting dogs and wild boars? Ferocious hunting dogs are often formidable opponents of wild boars. However, it should be noted that many wild pig species have adapted to harsh weather conditions, including snow-covered areas, by developing a thick layer of fur that retains heat and shields them from the cold, freezing. The wild boar's dense fur not only helps them avoid getting wet when walking through deep snow, but also creates a unique visibility. Besides, Their ability to dig deep makes it possible for them to penetrate many different locations, even military areas. The competition between hunting dogs and wild boars becomes fascinating, as packs of ferocious hunting dogs are not only strong opponents but also a significant threat to forest boars. They have to run away to protect their lives. This confrontation brings tension and drama, making hunting more exciting. During the wild boar hunting journey, training hunting dogs plays an important role to ensure effectiveness and safety of the hunt. Training hunting dogs to handle wild boars requires patience, skill, and a deep understanding of both animals. First of all, choosing a dog to train is very important. Breeds with good tracking and searching abilities are preferred, such as wolfhounds, beagles, or bloodhounds. These dogs often have good noses and the ability to run fast, helping them easily find scent trails and track wild boars. The training process begins with educating the dog about the smell of wild boar and how to track it. Dogs are placed in a simulated environment and trained to recognize and track the scent of wild boar through the use of scent patterns and special training techniques. Next, dogs are trained to learn how to track and signal the presence of wild boars. These techniques include recognizing the sounds, tracks, and other markings of wild boars, and learning to signal to guides when they spot a target. Finally, the dog is trained to cooperate with the guide during the hunt. They must learn to follow instructions and work as a team with the guide to ensure the hunt takes place safely and effectively. In short, training hunting dogs so they can hunt wild boar requires hard work and patience from both the trainer and the dogs themselves. But with the right technique and dedication, they can be reliable partners in wild boar hunting. However, before applying hunting methods, Italian farmers often take initial measures such as planting plants that are not attractive to wild boars, building sturdy fences, and choosing fruit and vegetable crops, suitable tubers. However, these measures are often not effective enough to control wild boar populations. In addition to hunting, farmers and hunters also use traps to catch wild boars. Trapping usually takes place during the day when they are less active, especially at night when wild boars are most active. When captured wild boars are detected, they will be harvested and eliminated. This process extends from rural areas to urban areas, helping to protect farmers' vegetation and property from destruction by wild boars. Humans also integrate modern technology into trapping, using sensors and automated surveillance systems to monitor and automatically identify wild boar burrows. This not only enhances efficiency, but also optimizes intelligent management. Placing traps at strategic locations, such as natural pathways or areas favored by wild boars, is done safely and easily to ensure that the process of hunting wild boars occurs effectively. Banting cattle, a wild symbol of Southeast Asia, have shined around the world with their wild instincts and unique beauty. Let's explore the impressive journey of this cow, from its origins in Southeast Asia to its new life in Australia. Originating in the vast forests and green grasslands of Southeast Asia, the banting prefers diverse habitats, from lowlands to open forests. They'd often form herds of 5 to 20 individuals, creating a cohesive and mingling community. The reproductive cycle lasts about 9 months, and baby banting cows are carefully raised by their parents during their early stages of life. Banting cows are famous for their gentleness, in stark contrast to their large appearance and strength. However, their wild instincts push them to move, explore and sometimes enter residential areas, causing damage to vegetable gardens and farms. In Australia, where banting cattle have adapted to live in the wild, herd management has become an urgent issue. Australian farmers have creatively applied measures to minimize damage and protect the environment. Fences were built to prevent banting cows from accessing livestock and pastures, and a herd management strategy was implemented to control numbers and ensure the health of both cows and humans. Furthermore, the use of banting beef and the development of ecotourism provide new sources of income for the community, contributing to sustainable development. Do you support this innovative banting cattle management method? Please leave your vote. Please leave number 1 if you support. Otherwise, leave number 0 below the comment section. Let's join hands to protect the environment and promote sustainable development, to create a bright future for both people and banting, the impressive wild visitors from Southeast Asia. A herd of 50 large and small wild boars is crossing the national highway. They even recklessly attack directly into the city center. Below is one of the methods that American hunters often use to handle wild boars. Hello! It's a pleasure to return to some of the most unique wild boar hunts on the planet. Wild boars, with their rapid reproduction, became increasingly challenging large workers as they began to invade not only farms but also town roads. Completely unafraid of human presence, wild boars are actively searching for food around landfills. Or in this situation, the wild boar almost went crazy and lost control. It continuously rushed to attack humans. The police and rescue teams were on the scene as soon as they detected the dangerous wild boars, and they surrounded and captured them. It's truly a challenging situation. Even if you and your pet accidentally encounter them, danger can lurk. This poses a major safety concern for both humans and pets, as they have the ability to suddenly attack and create dangerous situations. In the case of a wild boar encountering a hunting dog, the story will be completely different. The wild boar will quickly run away to save its life. Regardless of the terrain, trained hunting dogs demonstrate exceptional strength and courage. Will large numbers create an advantage that helps hunting dogs win? Please leave your opinion in the comments section. Let's immerse yourself in the view from above. The powerful hunting dogs are constantly chasing the wise wild boars. And the hunter's gunshots were the end point for this intense chase. Experiencing cold forests, wild boars are not only adaptive creatures, but also wonderful elements of that environment. Their thick fur protects them from the cold, providing warmth as they travel in the harsh, snow-covered climate. They do not hesitate to move in search of food, and their hunting instincts turn each adventure into a dramatic hunt. From grass and fruit to insects and small animals, wild boars are versatile and creative cooks in meeting their nutritional needs. In snow-covered areas, They can use their powerful fur to dig through the snow, not only to search for food, but also to create comfortable and safe nests. These scenes are not only a picture of survival, but also a thrilling challenge for professional hunters. To reduce the cost of guns and ammunition, farmers and hunters often apply delicate tactics by using iron cages to attract and capture wild boar herds quickly and effectively. Prepare a sturdy iron cage, along with attractive food to steam the wild boar donkey. Infrared cameras are placed remotely to monitor and control the situation conveniently and safely. Now, let's see the final outcome of this hunter. Some hunters with good physical endurance may choose the pursuit method. They use guns and strategically position themselves along the frequently used trails of wild boars. These hunting expeditions often require a considerable amount of energy, but provide an exhilarating experience for the hunters. Viewers are advised not to attempt any form of emulation from the video. These hunters are legally licensed in the United States. Be amazed to witness hunting scenes for an airplane like this. However, this practice is still relatively common in certain areas. Professional and well-financed hunters enjoy exploring novel hunting methods. Can you guess the survival rate after each sweep like this? What do you think about the feeling of hunting at night? Continue watching the video to discover hunters hunting at night. Hunting feral hogs at night in Southeast Texas is an activity that many hunters are passionate about and yearn to explore. In the dark, when wild boars are active, that is also the time when hunting opportunities begin. Hunters in this area are not only those who master the art of hunting, but are also talented artists, using expert skills to ensure success in dramatic night hunts. Driving at night is an interesting and effective method of hunting wild boar. Groups of hunters often travel by truck and are fully equipped with tools and equipment necessary for hunting, especially headlights that help hunters detect wild boars in the dark, creating favorable conditions for hunting. Convenient for hunting. When the group saw the target, continuous shots were fired to defeat the wild boar accurately and quickly. One of the main means is to use hunting dogs, powerful companions that help them search and chase wild boar herds. At the same time, using a flashlight also became an important tactic to help hunters see more clearly in the dark and quickly determine the location of the target. Hunting usually takes place from about 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., which is when wild pigs are often most active. This is not only an exciting hunting experience, but also an opportunity for hunters to practice unique techniques and enjoy the beauty of nature at night. Nighttime wild hunting is often a fun and exciting event, often organized in the South Central Texas area by hunting clubs, hunting companies, or nonprofit organizations. Organizations often hold nighttime wild pig hunting competitions in the fall, from October to December, when wild pigs begin to store fat in preparation for winter. This is the period when wild pigs become healthy and heavy, making an ideal target for hunting parties. Although the number of feral hogs hunted annually in South Central Texas is not public, according to estimates by the Texas Department of Agriculture and Infrastructure, approximately 250,000 feral hogs are hunted each year. Many nighttime wild boar hunting contests are held throughout the year, including the Texas Night Wild Boar or the Texas Hunting Association, held each November at various locations in Texas. Other events, such as the South Central Texas Warriors Night Boar, hosted by the nonprofit Texas Warriors each October, also provide opportunities for hunters to participate and win exciting prizes, including prizes, material, and cash. According to TPWD estimates, about 750,000 feral hogs are hunted in Texas each year. Of these, about half, or 500,000, are typically hunted in wild wars by licensed hunters. The remaining animals, about 250,000, are often hunted by unlicensed hunters. These measures, while helping to control wild boar numbers, may also affect the growth of some invasive species. If you believe there is a better solution, please share your opinion below and don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to support the channel, and share this video so everyone else has a chance to watch and enjoy. Wow! These bison really show their madness when they suddenly attack people on the road. This is the painful ending that the bison have to pay. Bison, members of the Bovida family, are often enormous in size, weighing from 1,100 to 1,980 pounds and with powerful curved horns. They are widely distributed throughout the world, including Africa, North America, Asia, and many other countries. Its ability to adapt to a variety of habitats, from primary forests to alpine areas, is a notable highlight. This herd of bison is terrifying as they not only attack motorcyclists and cars, but also attack pedestrians unreasonably, causing everyone to panic. Do you know why they hang out on the outskirts of the city? I think maybe they are looking for food. Don't you think?
Jack, another one in.
How can people spare these aggressive bison? Communities in the U.S. have participated directly in hunting activities. To participate, they need to have a hunting license to ensure compliance with the rules and avoid unwanted consequences. Using professional hunting weapons not only enhances performance, but also makes facing herds of bison easier and safer. This herd of bison showed serenity as they led their family through the road, as if it were their private territory. This situation sometimes creates great challenges for people, causing fear and distance when we try to approach. Oh my God! It even dares to barge into people's homes, causing damage to belongings. These bison are too bad, and this is a bitter end for disobedient people who like to destroy. The ferocious bison, with their incredible strength and defiant attitude, created a dramatic street confrontation. Is this bison mentally ill? It violently attacked the car without any mercy or remorse. With just one shot, the large bison staggered and fell to the ground. You see, this process is very simple, right? The bison often exhibit aggression, frequently attacking and disrupting other animal species, causing them to panic and flee. The bison herd caused huge financial losses, raising many concerns in the American community. To minimize the consequences, They have deployed all possible measures to face and control the situation. Bison are also domesticated by people with the main goal of meat production, increasing economic income, and taking advantage of the potential of this animal. This represents an economic opportunity that benefits communities through the sustainable management and use of wildlife resources. The constant invasion of snow geese into cities and farms is a worrying problem, and people are trying to find solutions to stop it. Despite being much smaller in size compared to the cows on the farms, these snow geese are feisty and resilient. They show no fear and continuously attack the young calves. Even the cows find themselves running from these small but determined adversaries. These teenage cows may appear fierce, but it seems that the snow geese are equally fearless. Attacking farms and causing damage to livestock is one of the top concerns of farmers about the invasion of this animal. They form large flocks before splitting up and invading different fields. Some wild geese, when entering farms to damage crops, have faced extermination by farmers. Snow geese in the Americas often choose to live in the northern part of the continent, especially in the tundra regions of Alaska, Canada, and the northern United States. They make long migrations from warm lands in the summer to cold lands in the winter in search of food. Texas, Louisiana, and Florida are among the final destinations of their migration. Among the migratory geese, a few attack the city. The cause may stem from changes in the living environment, the scarcity of natural food sources, and the comfort of urban spaces compared to the natural environment. They are a fast-breeding species and challenging to control. A pair of parents can lay up to 30 eggs each time. However, there are quite a few issues when these geese inhabit the streets, especially when they are breeding. It can be particularly dangerous when they are raising their young. For example, this pair of snow geese is willing to threaten passersby to protect their young. Continuously launching attacks on humans and pets, it instills fear among the populace, especially women and children. In the United States and Canada, hunting regulations are often managed and controlled at the state level. Each state may set unique rules and regulations regarding hunting. In many cases, having a hunting license and complying with specific state regulations is required. Factors such as hunting license, hunting season, types of animals that can be hunted, and especially safety when hunting are the basic principles that need to be paid attention to. attract the attention of wild geese flying in the sky and call them to swoop down on the fields. Hunters often use special tricks. Using artificial bait is one of the important ways to create attraction. The only current method of controlling wild goose invasions of farms and cities is through hunting. Farmers became excellent hunters, protecting their land. Join us for exciting hunts. Remember that you must have a license and follow the regulations if you want to participate. And always respect the laws of your country. Florida farmers are facing a major challenge from millions of wild monkeys spread across the state, from cities to farm fields. Their invasion not only causes heavy damage to agriculture, but also threatens community safety, as they attack people on the streets and pose serious risks. So, to solve this challenge, what measures will farmers in Florida have to take? Leave number 1 in the comments if you are ready to join me in exploring creative and engaging solutions. Florida's agricultural industry is suffering an estimated loss of up to $75 million annually due to wild monkey attacks. This has prompted efforts to implement more effective control measures, with the shooting of wild monkeys becoming an important method. Farmers in Florida have implemented a series of measures to reduce encroachment and damage caused by wild monkeys. This solution includes the use of hunting equipment, including the cooperation of licensed hunters. Although shooting wild monkeys may be a controversial method for farmers and local communities, It is a necessary measure to maintain the balance between humans and the growing wildlife. Florida hunters' method of wild monkey control, combined with the use of hunting equipment, is carried out in accordance with the state of Florida's strict hunting regulations. Hunters can even use fruit to attract monkeys, increasing their chances of catching them. Shooting wild monkeys is considered an effective method of controlling the monkey population. With about 10,000 wild monkeys shot each year according to data from the Florida Department of Natural Resources and Environment. However, this method is not without mixed opinions, with many people believing that this is a cruel and unnecessary measure. This method is controversial mainly because it touches on ethical aspects. Some people believe that, considering the intelligence and emotions of wild monkeys, shooting them is not humane. However, supporters of the measure emphasize the need to minimize the damage caused by monkey populations to agriculture and local communities. Both of these views create a debate about how to approach this issue. If you agree with this method, leave comment number 2. Otherwise, leave comment number 0. The most effective way to control invasive wild monkey populations is challenging, and maintaining a balance between wild monkey population control and ethics is an important issue. Although shooting wild monkeys is a commonly used method, it is ethically controversial. Research and discussion of other control measures could help shape the future of wild monkey management in Florida. Among these measures, barrier planting can not only protect agriculture from wild monkey attacks, but also provide environmental benefits. Plants such as cacti with their thorny appearance, eucalyptus with its unpleasant fragrance, and verbena with its hard leaves are said to prevent the entry of wild monkeys. Planting this hedge not only creates a protective barrier, but can also create a suitable environment for many other plants, while also helping to maintain a balance between agricultural predictability and monkey survival. This is an example of how people and communities can seek natural solutions to complex problems in agriculture and environmental protection, while also making smart choices about their use. Use trees to achieve this goal. Not only helping to protect agriculture, but also promoting positive interactions between humans and nature. Planting barrier trees is not only a means of protection, but also a way to maintain flora and support development of wild monkeys and their natural environment. By combining agricultural wisdom and respect for the environment, we can ensure that humans and nature can exist together in balance. We can respond to challenges without destroying the natural environment and other animals, while creating a stable balance. One of the means used successfully is the use of trained dogs to deal with wild monkeys. Dogs are trained worldwide to perform a variety of tasks, and their use to attack monkeys has been successful in several locations around the world. They are capable of attacking and chasing monkeys out of fields and urban areas. The presence of a few dogs may even be enough to keep the monkeys away, effectively controlling the population without causing them great harm. This exemplifies how we can innovate and integrate natural solutions to solve environmental and agricultural problems. Using dogs to attack monkeys not only helps protect agriculture and the environment, but is also an example of how humans can find creative solutions to the challenges of managing wildlife and maintain balance in nature. One of the other means used effectively is the application of cage traps, an organized method of controlling wild monkeys. Types of cage traps include woven traps, box traps, and burrow traps, which help us safely capture and collect wild monkeys that need to be controlled. Most importantly, this method is painless for the monkeys, ensuring the capture process is humane and does not harm their health after capture. Once captured, the process of caring for wild monkeys becomes important. Forest monkeys need to be health checked and vaccinated to ensure they are not carrying infectious diseases. At the same time, Providing food and habitat similar to their natural environment is important to ensure they have a healthy and happy life. When releasing wild monkeys, it is important to choose an area that suits their natural living needs. This helps preserve the monkeys' natural habitat and ensures they have the opportunity to live freely and effectively reintegrate into the natural world. This is an illustrative example of how we can apply humane and effective solutions to preserve and protect wildlife. The wild monkey population is not only an issue confined to a specific area, but is also a collective responsibility of the entire community. Safeguarding our shared habitat and ensuring social well-being are crucial goals. Have you ever encountered a wild monkey before? If so, what measures have you taken to address this situation? Please share your opinions and experiences to collaboratively explore appropriate solutions. Let's create a balance between humans and wild monkeys, allowing all living beings to coexist harmoniously in the same habitat. Have you ever wondered how to effectively and cost-effectively manage the problem of feral pigs? Let's explore the methods farmers have used to solve this problem. If you are interested and want to join us on this journey, please leave a comment to let us know you are with us. In the fight against feral pig infestations, rifles are the preferred and completely lethal tool that the government encourages farmers to use. Using a rifle helps minimize the risks posed by wild pigs, as they attempt to traverse challenging terrain at high speed. Each rifle bullet is highly accurate, ensuring each wild animal is stopped in its tracks, proving the power and effectiveness of this hunting method. In addition, some hunters have applied new methods to solve the problem of hunting wild boar, such as aerial hunting of wild boar using helicopters. This method offers significant benefits such as wider observation, higher shooting accuracy, and is faster than hunting on the ground. These factors can change significantly even in the fight against wild forest bird populations. However, aerial hunting is not without its challenges. The soaring of manatees and airplanes, rent, as well as the possibility of seasickness are factors that need to be carefully considered. Additionally, ensuring that controlling the wild boar population does not have a negative impact on the surrounding ecosystem is important. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these hunting methods. Please share your views in the comments section below. Together we can find effective and sustainable solutions to the challenges posed by wild boar populations. Using hunting dogs to manage wild boar populations is not only an effective method, but also provides a rich and profound experience of hunting with them. The deep bond between man and hunting dog creates a strong team spirit, helping them to be brave and strong to face any challenge on their hunting journey. One of the major challenges in the United States is the invasion of feral swine, with an estimated population of up to 2.6 million, of which Texas accounts for the majority. the highest wild boar population in any state, has created an emergency situation for both agriculture and the environment. The appearance of this species not only causes serious damage to agriculture by destroying crops, but also negatively affects the local ecological balance. To address this problem, Texas has taken strong legal measures, including establishing laws allowing the hunting of feral hogs to control their uncontrolled population growth. In addition, other control measures, such as banning the release of wild boars into the wild, have also been implemented to prevent their spread and minimize negative impacts on the economy and environment. In addition to negative environmental and economic impacts, feral hogs are also a source of disease for livestock and wildlife, a problem that is especially acute in North Carolina, which is facing an outbreak of African swine fever, with more than 100 cases recorded this year alone. The direct impact of wild emerald boars is not only on humans, but can also spread to other livestock species, such as cattle and goats, posing a major health threat to the agricultural sector. In addition, wild stem boars can also harbor and transmit diseases such as brucellosis, leptospirosis, and toxoplasmosis, which threaten both animals and humans. Managing and controlling these diseases from wild emerald ash boars is critical to protecting public health and maintaining ecological safety. In an effort to control wild emerald boar populations, one of the strategies being applied is fumigation techniques. This is a sophisticated method based on scientific principles to control wildlife reproduction. Fumigation not only helps reduce the number of newly born individuals, but also works towards the long-term goal of restoring the effects of uncontrolled growth of wild boar populations. This gradually reduces the burden they place on the environment and native wildlife, contributing to the conservation of biodiversity and maintaining ecological balance. These control measures are essential not only to protect the ecosystem, but also to minimize negative impacts. Next, we come to beautiful California. The impact of feral swine invasion on agriculture and neighboring California settlements cannot be denied. With its beautiful beaches, warm climate, and diverse landscapes, California remains a dream destination for many. However, the peace and beauty of California is facing the threat of invasive feral hogs, causing significant negative impacts on tourism and daily life. forest areas not only suffer damage to their landscape, but also become dangerous for tourists and local residents. The increasing presence of this wild boar species not only reduces the tourist experience but also negatively affects local economies, especially areas that rely heavily on tourism. This poses a major challenge for local communities, which need to find solutions to minimize the impact of feral pigs on life and tourism in California. Wild boar hunting in California attracts the attention of many hunters. However, to ensure legality and safety for both hunters and the surrounding environment, strict compliance with local laws and guidelines is important. To equip themselves with extensive knowledge about hunting terrain, hunters need to research and understand the living environment of wild boars. This increases the likelihood of success during hunting season. California's wild boar hunting season is year-round, but specific restrictions apply depending on the region. Hunters should comply with environmental regulations and avoid hunting in high-risk areas to protect their health and the balance of the local ecology. Implementing strict control measures, including wild boar hunting infrastructure, is necessary to control pig numbers and minimize the damage they cause to the environment and food sources. Hunting events are typically held in January and February, providing opportunities for the hunting community to meet and interact. Participating in community events not only attracts the participation of hunters, but also creates opportunities for people to interact and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere of the event. This demonstrates the spirit of solidarity and support within the wild boar hunting community in California. Learning hunting skills and sharing experiences with this method not only helps manage wild boar effectively, but also brings the community together. If you support this method of wild boar management and control, please leave the number 2 in the comments section. Otherwise, leave the number 0. In the fight against the spread of wild boar from the suburbs to city centers, hunters have become key players. They specialize in conducting hunts after dusk when wild boars are more active and more accessible in the dark. Choosing to hunt at night is not only a response to the growing presence of wild boars in residential areas, but also an effective strategy to minimize the significant damage they cause. Go out. Stem boars not only cause damage to both agricultural and urban areas by destroying crops, but also cause serious economic losses. Wild boar in urban and rural areas pose a significant challenge, requiring close attention and management. Hunters not only help control wild emerald borer populations, but also contribute to protecting infrastructure and ensuring community safety. And supporting the local economy through these efforts. Hunters not only demonstrate their skillful hunting abilities, but also affirm their essential role in protecting and sustainably developing the environment around us. Besides using hunting, modern traps have also become an effective solution in the fight against the growth of stem borers. Smart traps equipped with wireless cameras have become popular, thanks to their ability to quickly and accurately capture entire populations of wild emerald ash borers. Using this technology, one can continuously monitor and assess the situation, facilitating timely and effective intervention. Deploying these traps not only helps limit damage but also contributes to maintaining ecological balance, protecting the environment, and supporting sustainable development. Especially in the context of California agriculture, suffering great damage due to forest fires, this becomes even more necessary and important. Have you ever eaten wild boar meat? This type of meat is high in protein, effectively supporting the building and maintenance of muscle mass while providing healthy fats, B vitamins, and many essential minerals such as iron, zinc, phosphorus, and selenium. If you have never discovered the unique flavor of wild boar meat in your meals, try it now. Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any exciting new videos from us. Thanks for watching. Feral pigs, an animal that causes a lot of damage in the United States, have existed in agriculture and their habitat since the 16th century when they were introduced to this country by Europeans. Since then, the number of feral pigs has not stopped, increased, and became a serious problem for farmers and local communities. Leave number 1 and join us now. To control this situation, many methods and measurements have been applied from traditional methods to modern technology. Hunting and trapping are the two most common methods of wildlife control. Although effective in some cases, both methods have their own advantages. Disadvantages: hunting wild boars can reduce wild boar numbers, but is not always effective in the long run. In addition, Hunting wild boars can cause pain and injury to wild boars, and if not careful can cause unwanted consequences. The trap method. Although a different approach is not completely effective and carries its own limitations. Using traps requires careful preparation and precise positioning is almost essential. However, this can limit the wild boar's freedom of movement and lead to stress and fatigue. In addition, wild boars also threaten road traffic safety. Every year, there are dozens of traffic accidents caused by wild boars entering the streets, which is especially dangerous for traffic participants and especially people. Drivers like them may not be able to react promptly to the sudden appearance of wild bugs on the road because of these restrictions. Researchers and governments have been working to research and develop more effective methods of controlling wildlife hunting. One of these methods is to use modern technology to track wild boars. By using GPS systems and wild boar tracking tools, wild boars can be attacked and captured more effectively. The significant increase in wild boar populations not only causes great losses to agricultural culture, but also negatively impacts community infrastructure and assets. Statistical estimates of habitat indicate that billions of dollars are lost each year due to damage from waste areas and feral swine. In addition, crops and animal feed sources are often destroyed, threatening the nation's vital food supply. The consequences of this are widespread and varied, causing potential problems for many different sectors. The cause of wild boars is the ability to transmit diseases to livestock and humans. They can be winners of infectious diseases such as tetanus, tapeworm, and stunting, which creates great risks for the livestock industry and farmers, especially in maintaining herd health and productivity. In all feral boar control methods, coordination and interdisciplinary research are important researchers. Governments and those working in this sector need to work together to find innovative and sustainable solutions to minimize the impact of wild boars on agriculture, the environment, and roads. Only through cooperation and collective effort can we effectively confront the serious feral swine problem in the United States and protect the basis of our livelihoods. One of the most important means to prevent the introduction of this pig species is to strengthen border control, especially the border with Mexico. Improving the effectiveness of control and surveillance measures at border crossings could help prevent feral swine from entering U.S. territory. Additionally, we need to implement educational programs to raise public awareness about the threat of wild boars. These programs can help people better understand the impact of feral pig pens on agriculture, the environment, and traffic safety. These educational activities can also provide guidance on how to recognize and report cases of hairless pigs to find more effective methods of feral hog eradication. We need financial support for research projects in biotechnology and environmental management to develop new solutions. These studies may focus on optimizing existing control methods or developing new technologies and techniques to minimize the impact of wild boar, combined with border control and increased education, public education. The fight against wild boars has made significant progress through research and concerted efforts. We need to continue to build understanding and cooperation to protect agriculture and the environment, while ensuring traffic safety from the negative impacts of these animals. Researchers, farmers, and governments need to work closely to find methods to control and minimize the animal's impact on agriculture, the environment, and road safety. Only through collaboration and innovative research can we solve America's serious feral swine problem. Please share any measures you know to prevent wild boar attacks by commenting below. If you agree with the above methods of controlling wild boars, leave number 1. Otherwise, if you disagree, leave the number 0. In Florida are creating serious problems and threatening the stability of farms and communities called omnivores. They are not picky about their food and are capable of consuming everything from wheat, vegetables, corn to fruit, and even garbage. According to estimates by the Florida Department of Agriculture, while the vulnerability is generating damage estimates about $200 million USD for the state's agricultural industry each year. This negative impact comes not only from crop distribution, but also from soil digging and disease spread in agricultural environments. Wild boreholes don't just damage agriculture. Their digging behavior also destroys the ecosystem, degrading soil quality and polluting water sources. According to statistics, about 10,000 facilities in Florida are damaged by the destruction of wild pigs every year. Every year, feral pig activity is not only limited to rural areas, but also spreads to parks and recreational areas, creating a security risk for both humans and wildlife. In the Everglades, for example, Feral pigs cause significant damage to the area's landscape and trails, and increase the risk of collisions with humans and other animals. This situation is causing Florida residents to worry about the potential consequences of the presence of feral pigs. This continuing situation not only poses challenges for the agricultural sector and the environment, but also poses potential risks to the security and safety of the community, requiring close cooperation between the government and the community to find effective, scientific solutions to control and minimize the impact of natural disasters. Feral warfighting is one of the most commonly used feral pig population management methods. Helicopter hunting is a method practiced by professional hunters licensed by the Florida Department of Natural Resources Conservation. Or FWC hunting takes place when helicopters fly low over areas where wild boars often appear in search of food. FWC certified hunters fly in helicopters and use scopes to identify and shoot wild boars. This equipment and method offers many advantages, such as the ability to reach hard-to-reach areas, being able to shoot multiple animals at once and being effective in controlling wild pig populations. However, it is expensive, high, and potentially risky. For hunters and wildlife, the disadvantages of considering this method are often practiced in agricultural areas such as corn, wheat and vegetable fields where high densities of wild pigs create favorable conditions for hunting. To defeat them, helicopter hunters will use lead bullets to hunt wild pigs. Bullets with good armor penetration ability help defeat wild boars quickly and effectively. Each hunt can bring 20 to 30 wild BS depending on the density of wild BS in the area. This poses the most challenges, stable and require care to ensure safety. Effective safety always comes first, and hunters need to follow the rules, including wearing seatbelts, not standing up while a helicopter is in flight, and following the pilot's instructions. Hunting wild boar by helicopter is not only an effective method, population control method, but also an interesting challenge with professionalism and special attention to safety. This method contributes positively to efforts to predict agriculture and habitat from the negative impacts of wild boar. Since wild BS was introduced to the United States in the 16th century and quickly became a serious problem in this area, its vigorous reproduction has caused great damage to the natural environment, nature, making their control a top priority for the agricultural community and environmental researchers. During the period from the 18th to the 20th century, wild boars attacked forest environments by eating young trees and burrowing in the soil. Texas farmers have had to use pitfall traps to deal with feral hog populations. This was considered one of the most effective traps at that time. The process requires diligence and technique, involving digging a hole about 2 feet deep and placing bait around the hole. Then placing a delicate trap at the hole's entrance. Scented water bait is often used to attract wild boars, and when they pass through the entrance, the trap activates and quickly captures them. While pitfall traps are an effective solution, they can also pose a risk of injury to wild boars. However, as a result of the use of pitfall traps, feral hog and feral pig populations have decreased significantly in Texas. Although this problem has not yet been completely resolved, these measures have helped minimize the impact of wild boars on the environment, has played an important role in controlling wild boar overpopulation. While pitfall traps are an effective solution, they can also pose a risk of injury to wild boars. However, as a result of the use of pitfall traps, feral hog and feral pig populations have decreased significantly in Texas. Although this problem has not yet been completely resolved, these measures have helped minimize the impact of wild boars on the environment, has played an important role in controlling wild boar overpopulation. The special thing is that the wire is connected to the net from a remote location, creating an ideal opportunity to effectively capture wild pigs when wild pigs enter the area where the system automatically triggers the net to be pulled down and quickly immobilize the animal, which minimizes the risk of injury to wild swine birds and also increases the likelihood of a successful capture. People use wooden or metal posts to create a high-quality barbed wire frame with mesh-fixed frame. Or nylon mesh is used to cover this frame, and the mesh is stapled tightly inside the frame. The trap's entrance is about 12 inches wide enough for the fur pegs to move around, so that when wild boars fall into the woven hooks, they will be stopped. The typical height of a vertical net trap is approximately 6 feet. This is designed to deter wild pigs that may try to escape the trap by jumping on or over it. Normally, each trap is capable of catching from 5 to 10 wild pigs during an operating period. This method has been successfully implemented in Texas and many other states across the United States to reduce the destruction of feral pig populations. These traps, after being placed in the forest for a while, will be bought and placed elsewhere to catch wild boars. The net frame will be firmly fixed at one end to withstand the strength of wild boars. After repair, the cage trap will be moved to an area with signs of wild pig presence to activate the trap. The trap door will be pulled up and tied inside. Inside the trap cage will be spread a layer of soil, then a layer of corn and bait for wild boars. Tree branches will be placed around the trap to make it difficult to detect. After one night, you can harvest the trapped wild boar. In addition, Take invented a trapdoor with a larger size to be able to catch pigs moving at night. A special feature of this trap is that the door is tied tightly at the top and lies diagonally to the ground. Wild boar entering from below the door will not be able to escape this trap is quite simple. However, it can catch about 20 wild boars at one time. This trap has a simple structure but can withstand the strength of wild boars and is of good quality. The stakes will be pinned about 2 feet into the ground and tied with string. The exit of the trap will be located at the edge of the frame, and it can be designed to catch wild boars. Do you agree with these solutions? If so, please leave the number 1. Otherwise, leave the number 0 and share your opinion in the comments section below to let us know. Now continue watching the video to know the next invasive species in what is the name of Florida. The intrusive behavior of the feral monkey packs has become a significant concern, especially when they attack humans, tourists, and livestock farms. Despite their high social nature, feral monkeys have posed a significant crisis in Florida. According to the Florida Department of Health, as of 2022, there have been 27 attacks by feral monkeys, including biting, scratching, and even throwing objects, making both humans and even dogs victims. They even disrupt the streets with brawls and food disputes. The behavior of marauding macaques has become a concerning issue, especially when they attack humans, tourists, and livestock farms. They even cause disturbances on the streets through scuffles, disputing over food, macaques stealing handbags, food, and drinks from tourists instill fear in the community. Their presence near urban areas and tourist spots raises safety concerns for residents and visitors alike. Their sudden appearance can induce feelings of fear and unease, particularly for those living near areas where they frequently roam. Not only that, they also freely swim in people's swimming pools when they are away from home. Baboons' creativity does not stop at stealing food, but also damaging cars in search of food. The United States government is working to control the baboon population through resettlement measures and public education. However, solving this problem requires creativity and efficiency in implementing complex solutions. Since 2019, baboon hunting in Florida, USA, has become an important measure in controlling invasive baboon populations. The Florida state government has established a series of regulations and licensing requirements to ensure that this hunting activity occurs safely and effectively. Participants must meet requirements, such as being 18 years old, possessing a Florida hunting license, and certifying ownership of hunting equipment. To hunt monkeys successfully, they used fruits to create traps for them. Baboons are very intelligent animals and live in groups. So to hunt them, hunters need to hide near the area and stay quiet until they appear. Staying calm and observing carefully before shooting is also important. Baboon hunting skills require flexibility and experience. To participate in this activity, you need to practice and improve your skills. Although there were about 1,000 baboons hunted in Florida in 2022, this number is still not enough to control the population. However, this is an important step in reducing the pressure from this population on the local environment. According to CDC estimates, hunting has helped reduce Florida's invasive baboon population by about 10%, which is a significant achievement. Would you like to go baboon hunting like this? If yes, leave number 1. Otherwise, leave number 0 and share your opinion in the comments section below.